Here's the J-hook, 3/8 inch. The diameter of the bolt here should be really strong, and then it's also 3 3/4 inches tall. Oh well, let me move all this over. Open the box. A little waspy in here, but let me show you the edge of the box here. I'm going to measure over 9.5 inches, and then about 3/4 inch. See, there is not much room to work with. We got about an inch spacing here. Here's the back glass, and you can see on the bed I need to be able to clear this part, so I can't drill till about this part of the toolbox because it won't clear this. Alright, just marked about 9.5 inches right there with my full metal measuring tape. Yes, 3/4 inch, just measured that out. Just made out here to the backwood, and oh, do I have something to show you here today. Nothing really out here besides bugs, deer, ticks, West Nile. We're gonna head out to the back there, and I got something to show you. Oh, do I have something mighty, and something that has never been before seen here on the channel before. And this is something crazy because I have not ever shown this in a video before, but it has been something that part of the truck a long time ago. Let me bring you out there and we'll take a look at it. Extraordinary. About to install this train horn onto my truck. So we just picked up all this trash here and flabbergasted to the top of my lungs. I can't believe that people would do this kind of thing. What was I gonna say? People can't freaking control themselves. We have to pick up all this stuff here, and it's all the way along the ridge line here. We're not done yet. Still got a lot to go, but dang it, I am freaking angry at this. Dang it. Damn it. And that's the last of it. About to get the frickin' yaks out! I'm here with Austin. He just got this new Ferrari. Pretty much. I mean, it's better than what a lot of the stuff they're making nowadays. This is a fast car. It's got a back wing on it. Sports car. Might convert it to a convertible top. If they make these a convertible top, you know I'm going to be picking up one of these bad mamma jammas. So yeah, that's a nice car. Congratulations on the new purchase. Hopefully it serves you well. 300,000, 400,000 more miles to go. Congratulations. And about to hit up the yak. Oh yeah!
Doing the V8, it'd be a lot better. If it was a muscle car, I'd be doing a fucking burnout right now.
It's a sports car.
I guess you could say it. Off-roading, are we?
On this metal limb. You're hitting the wheel.
Let's go berserk. Dang nabbit.
Whoa.
Scratching my ribs.
Well, whoop-de-doo, it's not gonna work.
About to go berserk on that tire. Dang nabbit. Ah! You're gonna have to burn that dang tire off. Oh, wait, no. Sorry about the foul language. Cutting that part to hammer down. Oh, too much dang traffic, so I guess so. End it now.
Just got all this platter of plastic and trash and whatnot down by the river tonight.
What's who ya?
Alright, yeah. Just found some scrap metal out here. Alright, yeah, just got something to cook with. They're starting a forest fire over there. I'm calling the cops!
What is our nation? Dang nabbit. Creeks these days have to sell the tank truck to afford this kayak. Oh, that doesn't make any dang sense. We're gonna use all this. I'm gonna have to use this extra. I got some paperweights going. Got a nice shovel for when it snows out here. I'm gonna break the ice. Light conditions. Rock on.
Going.
One trip down, a billion piles of trash later.
What's up? Okay. Top of the morning. What's crack-a-lackin'? So we're here out here with the truck in the woods once again out here in the forest, and I must say it is magnificent things to look at when all the trees just growing, all the shrubs are growing. I'm seeing animals everywhere. They're bugs attacking my dang face. Yeah, back here in the truck right here, we got something really on forever since I've had this. This predates any video that I've ever made on this truck. Share a little backstory of it. What it really means to me, and now that I finally got it back, the exact one too, which is crazy. So I'm about to open the tailgate here and then show you, and then we're gonna get to the install and how to install one of these. I do throw it on for a while. I would want to mount some CB antenna radio whips that I had before on it, and then actually wire those to my FM, because then I'll actually have a wire for it, because it would look very strange well without the wire. I guess I could do it. And feast your eyes right there. We got a box, and not just any box. We got a toolbox, and this is an iDelta box for a full-size truck. Been on several trucks now. I'm gonna be back on this truck for a bit, and I think I got the hardware. I'm gonna show you guys the cheapest, easiest method to install one of these boxes without drilling into your bedsides, without drilling into your bed at all. The truck will not be drilled into. One of the better methods to not have to drill, well, you don't have to put rust holes in your truck, or holes that would eventually exact box that I bought 5 years ago for my truck to install into my bed, because when I'm making my 20-30 mile trips into the middle of the woods, needed a full toolbox of tools to get myself out of dangerous situations, because I would sometimes drive in a few feet of snow. I guess it was kind of a good investment. I bought it used. Let's go back in time to about 5 years ago. I can't believe it was right about 5 years ago as well, and I am in high school, and I'm looking for stuff for my truck, low budget stuff, just throw in the truck. I went on the Craig because it's just a cheaper option to do. There's a lot of low cost used stuff, and I'm looking at new toolboxes at the Tractor Supply / Rural King, and I'm looking at the prices and the stuff of those boxes. They're like $400, and I'm not trying to spend $400 for a box. So remember, this is Craigslist about 5 years ago when all the pictures were blurry and you never know if you're going to get a response from anyone. I think there was several boxes that I was looking at, and I saw some low profile Tractor Supply ones that I really wanted, because I was really into that brand back in the day. Saw this one, stumbled upon it, I figured, you know, Delta sounds kind of like my name. Figured I'd look at this one and try to take a look at it. Back before I even knew the route, about 10 miles outside of my general area, I kind of didn't know where to go. We went down to the gas station. I met up with this guy. He's pulling up in this old 90 Ford F-150, and thought it was a cool truck as well, and seemed like a cool guy. I figured it was just going to be back in the bed of the truck, and it was going to be ready to go, hand the cash, grab the box, put it in my truck. But no, not siree, no siree. As many things when it comes to these trucks, that didn't work out that way at all. So I show up, box is still in the bed of his truck, and because he didn't want to take that out until he knew someone was ready to pick up that truck box, you know, with the cash ready and everything. He didn't want to just take it out and have it laying around taking up space. Who knows where this guy's from? He might be from a trailer. I envy him for that one, by the way. Pulling out his wrenches, I'm thinking maybe I should have brought some tools too. I didn't know he had to pull it off. Trying to wrench it, I'm noticing that the bolts are actually glued, because the person that put it on, he bought the truck from, glued the bolts. So the bolts were glued and we're not coming off with the wrench. He stripped the bolts. He's trying to wrench the bolts off. The thing is drilled into the truck, so it's not easy to get to the other side of it. He then starts pulling the box back and forth. He wants me to give it a try, so I'm starting to tug this box. Eventually he gives it enough of a tug, and it's just everything that was in. There was a bunch of tools in it. It just starts flying inside the bed. It was loud. Everyone starts looking over, and then we finally got the box off, and I realized that at that moment that I could take that box home that day. The finish isn't good. Boy, you gotta cut some wood right now. Back in the day, I was going through all these off-road places. My friend got an 80 Chevy, he still has that same truck today. He was telling me that there's kits that you can install it without having to drill into your bedside. So I'm trying one of these kits. I think I got in the back of the box. It might still be in the box. So I originally tried one of those plastic kits. Yeah, plastic. The mount onto the truck, and that wasn't working out because my bed rails at the time, the plastic covers was making it not work, and I didn't want to drill into the truck. I ended up using the bolts, and when we threw 20 washers onto the bolt just to get the little nut on the top top of it because just to get to the threading, and that didn't work out very well because it would always come loose. The vibration of the road would always throw it loose, but I really wanted this box on. Can't really mount CB radio antennas onto the side of there, kind of at an angle. Never did that, and I wanted the CB radio antennas instead. Ended up selling the box to Mike for 20 bucks, and yeah, it was a tough sell. He didn't really want to buy it, and then it's just like the muffler I sold him for $1, literally $1. Yep. He just held on to it for years, and then years and years and years went by, and then he still had the box, and well, I said I would take it off of his hands for free if he didn't want it anymore, which he didn't. I got the box back for free 5 years later. Couldn't find the keys for it though, so it doesn't have keys. It is unlocked, so I don't break the dang lock with a hammer and a freaking chisel or something, but hey, it's open, it's not rusted out or anything, and I'm just gonna throw it up on the truck the right way. I'm gonna show you the cheapest way, and I don't know why I didn't think of it in the past, but I thought of it now, and I think it's gonna get onto the truck. We're out here in the woods with a limited amount of tools. 5 years, man. It's been a while. All right, let's open this up and see what's inside. Whoa, wait a minute. Is that my Xbox? Wait, that's my other muffler that's the muffler I was looking for. Here's my Xbox that I didn't know what happened to. What? No way. On my way to my new mining job. Oh, what is this? Dang nabbit. Now that I don't have the bed rail covers, I'm gonna throw these pieces of cloth right there because I pay a lot for that paint. One on that side. You can see on these newer trucks the pockets start here, not at the edge of the back glass, so we can't drill and hook until about over here, not right at the edge. Oh yeah, sun's coming out. Dang, what in tarnation? Don't scratch it, please. Dang it. I have to roll these. Alright, there we go. Box here, the shocks are kind of busted. So in the box here, I'm going to measure 9.5 down, 3/4 inward. These hooks they're 3/8, 3 3/4 long. Drill a new hole. We got a titanium drill bit right here. All right, and that's 3/4 right there. Dang it, come on, come on. Oh my, come on. You gotta want it, you gotta want it. Gotta want it, come on. Ow. Yeah, and for these J-hooks, I paid about $1.59 each, about a $3 install, opposed to buying a $20 kit for plastic. Luckily, there's some old washers in here to be able to throw one on. Yeah, here's the plastic kit. Plastic, and it didn't even fit for my truck. You can now throw the nut on, line that dang bolt up. There's a bolt, 1 washer, 2 washer. Is it upside down? Really? Are you serious? And would you look at that? Made in the USA. Now if you don't want to scratch the box, just hand tighten them, or use a 9/16 socket and just tighten it a bit. Put that back and align the box. The storm clouds are rolling and I've been in this situation far too many times. Oh no. Talking about, oh yeah. That ain't going anywhere. Don't rain on me, please. It's been a total of 5 years since the toolbox has been on the truck, and man, it's looking good now that the truck is older. That ain't going nowhere. Dang. Thanks for hanging out. I'd appreciate it if you subscribe.